Come on up here a minute, Janet. You know, there's a story that roams around our church that, that's right, we're going to stand up. We're fine. I want you to know it's not a totally true story, all right? And that is that I fell in love with her in the kitchen.
Okay, you guys can turn my mic on.
Now be careful of turning her mic on, right? Keep it off right now while I talk, or she'll interrupt me. But I fell in love with her in the kitchen. And what happened was, I was came in from Oklahoma.
Now you guys know he's older, so he might not remember exactly what he was.
So after so many years, you don't tell the stories the same way. I don't know why you should be on the same track by then, should you? But I'm from the Midwest, from Oklahoma. And when I grew up, you know, my grandma, my Aunt Mary would tell us, go out and get a couple chickens, kill them, put them in hot water, pluck them, and then I'm gonna fry some chicken. And then she would fry the chicken in one of those big black skillets in lard. You know, we call it lard. I guess that's Crisco but that's what made it good. That old fat, right? And we had the best fried chicken growing up. When I came to California, the best I could find was KFC. That was the best chicken I could find back in that, as best I could. So I was preaching at a little church in Ontario here when I first came out, a little storefront church at the time, and her mom brought her and her brother. And her brother then, after a few nights of meetings, invited me to their house for dinner, Sunday after church. And that day, she had roast beef and gravy. Country fried steak and gravy. That's an Oklahoma meal too. Amen. But then, I started going around for various reasons. And her dad would say, "Why does this boy keep coming to our house?" And he said, "Eat our food." And his mom said, "He ain't looking for the food, he's looking for himself a wife." That's what her mother said. He needs to not be here. I was 20 at the time. And we won't say how old she was. Some of you old folks here know. But anyways, I was over there one day and she was frying chicken in the skillet, big old black skillet. And I asked her, I said, "Can I have a piece of that right out of the frying pan?" That's how you like it, right? And that's the story that says that's where I fell in love with her when I ate that chicken. Amen. And needless to say, 50 years later, I'm still thankful for every meal she fixes. Her mom, she was from West Virginia. And the only time I've had any chicken like that was when we were on a trip to West Virginia. We found a little tiny restaurant a few years ago, and they cooked. We went in to eat, and we asked the lady, "Can you make us some chicken?" And she said, "Well, it'll take a while. I got to get the chicken and fry it." So we were there 30 minutes waiting for her to get the chicken and fry it. But it was like hers. So anybody comment on that?
It is true. That part is true, but it is because of the chicken. In all of these years, I've told Jedediah, I said, "Jed, if you ever meet a girl," and she goes, "Well, I can fry chicken," tell her, "That ain't no big deal. Everybody in my family fries chicken." I said, "Don't fall for the food, Jed. Whatever you do, don't fall for the food." And so, but it is true. I think he fell for the chicken before he fell for the chicken, man.
Love at first bite. Think I'm a vampire or something. But it lasted be 51 years this year, and so.
But he doesn't get chicken only on his birthday now.
Oh yeah, that's the bad part. You get old, after a while she quit using the lard and the Crisco and started using some kind of oil, and the chicken's not the same anymore. But I guess the old man's not the same anymore either.